Alright. Welcome back to another episode of Now.
サラサラこれまでのこと、ちゃんと覚えてる？
I shovel around in the snow, looking for usable parts and tossing them into my rucksack like always. What's different though is that Cotton's the one beside me, not Rinne. And Cotton, well...
だよ、この雪ってのは冷たすぎんだろ。
She's been grumbling about the temperature for a while now.
休憩だ、休憩。もう手が限界だ。
Cotton plods down on the snow, removes both of her gloves and warms her hands with her breath.
ケツにも染みてきやがった。はあ、こりゃ確かに遠出はつれえな。
See? But I can tell from her expression that she's having fun too. She's like a dog frolicking in the snow for the first time. Though Karen would be mad at me if I said that. Hey Cotton, why did you decide to help Rinne?
別に寝床を貸してくれた礼だよ。他にやることもねえしな。
Rinne saved me too. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to believe her. I mean, saving the world is such a gargantuan ask.
それにあいつは本当に救っちまうかもしれねえしな。
What?
姉貴から聞いたことがあるんだよ。
Cotton breathes out a puff of white before speaking again.
私を身ごもったおふくろがさ、教会に直訴に行ったらしいんだ。札の発行が終わるその日にさ。きっとみんな同じこと考えてたんだろうな。教会の前には臨月の妊婦がたくさん詰めかけてたらしい。
They must have been begging for their children to receive a color, for the suspension to be delayed by just one more day. But considering that Cotton's colorless, it's clear what had happened. The marriage pleas did not reach the church.
その時、ああ、札の発行が終わるその瞬間だ。その中の妊婦の一人が突然刃物を取り出して振りかざした。取り押さえようとした衛兵は、だけど次の瞬間、誰も動けなくなった。妊婦はその刃物で自分の腹をかっさばいたんだ。
What?
その妊婦は自分の腹の中から取り出した赤ん坊を抱えて、最後に一言こう言って息絶えた。この子は成人の生まれ変わりだって。
No way. Was that baby?
ああ、最後に発行された札に刻まれた名前はリンネだったって聞いてる。
There's no doubt about it. Rinne herself had said before that hers was the last color to be issued. Jesus Christ, God.
私はさ、目に見えねえもんは信じねえ主義だ。あいつのおふくろはあいつを生かすために出任せ行ったんだと思う。私がカレンなのもおふくろがその光景を見ちまったからなんだろうな。
I'll apply this to whatever here is. Jesus, because that's a little bit too extreme. Anyways.
正直私にはこの名前は重すぎたよ。
Unless it's actually real.
けどあいつは、リンネってやつは今もたった一人で世界を救うなんてバカみてえな夢を信じてる。まるでおとぎ話に出てくるリンネみたいにな。だったら信じてみるのも面白いだろ。あいつがこのクソみたいな世界をマジで救っちまうってさ。
I have no response to that. It's not that I don't believe her. Saying I'm unable to was just an excuse. The only thing I wanted to deny was...
好きになったのもセツナが初めてなんだよ。
Just that one statement. Our island.
この大バカもんが
A booming voice greets us the moment we walk through the door.
まったくお前らと来たらこんな時にどこをうろついとったんだ。
それはね、
うるさい、言い訳をするな。
He's his unreasonable self, alright? Now, Nirvan, there was a sudden power cut after we went to collect the rations. We got lost on the way back.
停電だ。何ふざけたことを言っておる。
Well, you might not know, being cooped up at home all day, but there was a power cut.
クーデターが起きとる時に停電も何も関係あるか。
There was a coup?
まさか一斉放送を聞いておらんのか。
Hang on a sec, what is this about?
ガーランド枢機卿が教会で襲撃に遭い逝去されたそうだ。
Sarah's father is dead?
クーデターってつまり教会の内輪もめってことだよね。
だが首謀者はすでに捕まり今夜にも処刑されるとのことだ。あとは逃亡した実行犯が捕まればこの騒ぎも落ち着くだろ
う。そっか、よかった。
In that case, Sara has nothing to worry about for now. So in the end, we were just being played by the church leaders in their political power struggle, huh?
あ、そうだ。実は配給受け取る前に騒ぎが起きちゃって。
そんなものはどうだっていい。お前が無事ならそれでいいんだ。
ごめん、心配かけて。
まったくだ、このバカ孫めが。
We went to bed at night after Nirvan gave us a good long lecture. He was just as sharp-tongued as usual, but for some reason he didn't seem quite so scary today. Perhaps that's because Rinne simply hung her head and remained silent as Nirvan ranted away. Sorry, I heard that word without a thought, buried under the covers.
何が?
Another voice speaks from under the same blanket. She's not changed, despite what had happened. I just gotta expecting Karen to pop up also next to her. It's scary how normal she's acting. There's just that problem. Forgetting you wrapped up in that mess. I can't keep running away from it.
私はセツナについていくよ。どこに行こうと、何しようとね。
Rinne's words hurt. They struck deep into my heart, causing me unbearable pain. I wonder when I started feeling this way. Until very recently, those words have saved me, driven me, guided me. But I must have ended up relying on those flattering words at some point. My chest is aching because my spirit is weak.
私こそ、さっきはごめんね。信じてくれなくても平気。セツナがいてくれるだけで十分。
I wonder if she realizes that this isn't a proper relationship. That this is the only time she'll be able to say that. Humans are greedy creatures. We get tired of the little joys we have and start to covet more, never feeling satisfied. When did it start?
何が?
When did you start having feelings for a guy like me?
雪の上でセツナが倒れてるのを見つけた時からだよ。
Is she trying to say it's fate or something? Please. I'm sick and tired of that stuff now.
あの時ね、私、迷子になってたの。
Huh?
いつもみたいにパーツ探しをして工房に帰ってきたら、ポシェットの口が開いてて、CD がなくなってて、慌てて外を探したんだけど、なかなか見つからなくて。
それでついつもより遠くまで来ちゃってたの。ようやく CD を見つけた時には帰り道もわからなくなっちゃってて、あ、ここで死ぬんだなって思ってた。世界を救うなんてそんなのは嘘で、私はただのバカな女の子でデタラメを信じちゃったから死ぬんだって。その時どこかから私の名前を呼ぶ声が聞こえてきたの。リンネって。
That's how we met. The beginning of our falsified destiny.
声に向かって歩いていったらあなたが倒れてた。
My little bitch is just walking around currently and staring at me from the distance. Yeah?
それでね、思ったの。私はこの人と出会うために生まれてきたんだって。だからこんなところで死ぬわけないって、こんなところで死んじゃいけないって。
It's a ludicrous train of thought, but I have enough reason to believe her story, since I did indeed say it. Rinne.
だからね、セツナがいてくれるだけで私は信じられるの。
You're wrong, Rinne. You've really gotten the wrong idea. That's the same mistake she made with me last time. But I can't break myself to save her from her misconceptions.
セツナはね、信じなくていいの。だって私が信じてるから。私とセツナがここにいることには意味があるってね。
I'm sure I must have unconsciously hoped for that too. Even I know in my mind that stuff like that doesn't exist. Deep down, I must have been longing for someone who was born to meet me. After checking that her breathing had settled into a peaceful rhythm of sleep, I slowly get out of bed. I'm painfully aware of how she feels. That's because I used to feel that way myself. Wait, that's not true. Who am I has essentially remained the same since then. Nothing about me has changed. I haven't grown at all. But now, I have a responsibility towards all the people I dragged into my mess. Sorry, Rinne. I'll be back real soon. As I give Rinne a gentle pat on the head, I sense for a fleeting moment some loneliness in her expression. You had some sugar left, if I remember correctly. Oh? There one had some jerkin hidden in there, that greedy old man.
何をやっておる?
Hey! Stick a jerky and the bag of sugar in hand and turn around.
家主の目を盗んで窃盗とは、お前もいよいよ札なしらしくなってきたな。
You got it wrong, I was just... Excuses won't make any difference. Sorry, I need it.
開き直るのが早すぎるわ。
I'm sorry. I need it.
貯めればいいというものでもない。
What should I do?
ただ飯は食らう。配給は受け取り損ねる。非常食は盗む。お前はうちを破綻させたいのか?
I have nothing to say in response. All I keep doing is depend on other people, emotionally on Rinne, and financially on your one.
で、その肉をどこへ持っていく気だ?
Huh?
どうせ飢えたガキにでも恵んでやるつもりだったのだろう。つくづく刹那と同じだな。お前というやつは他人にも自分にも甘すぎる。
Please let it slide, just for today. There's not a scrap of food in that workshop. Karen should be feeling hungry right about now.
ダメだと言ったらどうするつもりだ?
I'll go down to the fourth tradesman and look there. There might be some food left at Karen's old hideout. The hard part is whether I'll be able to get there without being spotted.
今夜は衛兵の目が厳しい。立ち入り禁止区域になど踏み込んだらしょっぴかれるぞ。
I'll deal with that when the time comes.
分かっとらんようだな。わしやリンネにも迷惑がかかることを。
The time must have come for me to leave this house. No, I already knew I would end up causing trouble when I decided to get involved with Sara and Karen. Though.
まったく、リンネのお気に入りでなければとっくに追い出してやっとるところだ。
That's right, Rinne. I bet you do realize if I'm not around. Should you realize the truth, that your being born doesn't have any meaning. It's something people should learn once they reach adulthood. It's not something she should come to terms with now. She's chasing after her naive, childlike dreams all on her own.
俺、とっとと持っていくがいい。リンネが起きてきたらどうする？
Are you sure?
非常時に使うから非常食と言うんだ。
Thanks. I'll pay you back.
ただし今度ビールをおごれよ。
Yeah, sure thing. I'll stuff the food in my rucksack and head over to the door. Then behind me, I catch the sight of a cup being filled with beer.
わしも大概他人に甘い男だな。
I think it's more accurate to say that he's soft on family, not our people. I don't mean me, of course, but their once one and only family, Rinne. They're once too soft on Rinne, and I'm sure the reason of that is. Hey, Nirwan, how about the reason Rinne's mom died? Stop. I'm not sure if it's my place as an outsider to say anything on that topic. But it seems like Nirwan got the gist of what I was about to say anyway.
誰から聞いた？
So it's true.
まあいい。
Jesus Christ.
リンネにだけは言うなよ。母がこう思うのは当然のことだ。まあ、男のわしらにはわからん話だがな。
The sight coming from behind me is soft, but full of anguish, like it's cursing his own powerlessness. I advance through the alleyways guided by the lamplight. One wrong turn and I do lose my way, so naturally I slow down. I've been able to find my way around without getting lost because I had Rinne to guide me. I didn't know I do feel this helpless and alone on my own. Good spirit saw a light flickering just now.
なんだってこんな時間に見回りなんて。
仕方ないさ。大司教様のご命令だ。
Oh, I hurt myself in the back alley and blow out my lamp with a puff.
しかし考えてもみろ。身を隠すなら第4層だろ。
わかったわかった。そろそろ切り上げよう。
The footsteps of the two men draw closer. Seems like they're church guards, judging by their conversation. I wonder if they're looking for Karen. Or maybe the person behind the coup d'etat.
Coup d'etat. Un coup d'etat.
Coup d'etat. Coup d'etat.
名前はわからないのか？しらみつぶしに探すより認識票の発行記録から洗った方が早いだろう。
どうやらセツナというやつらしい。
よりによって成人の名前か。名字は？
それが結局吐かなかったらしい。
I am the one these guys are looking for? But why? That's what I want to know.
俺にはまだ信じられないよ。あの子が謀反を企てたなんて。
だが食料庫には侵入された形跡があった。
食料庫に入れるのはリフトの免許を持った。
まあ残念だがそういうことだ。
最近の若い子は分からんな。まさか自分の父親を殺すなんてな。
The footsteps fade into the distance. They think someone would kill their own father. All that's left is my heartbeat ringing like an alarm in my ears. Kill their own father. What's going on? What's going to happen to this island from here on out? One mentioned that the conspirator had already been arrested, and that the perpetrator was currently on the run, and that the former was to be executed tonight. And if they're looking for me, the perpetrator... Oh no! Sara's in danger! Off in the distance, I sense an unusually fervent atmosphere bubbling up. The square is absolutely swarming with people. Each person is gripping a torch in hand, and the crimson-dyed ceiling looks almost like sunset. Peering through the crowd, I catch a glimpse of a colossal wooden stake in the center of the plaza. Tied to it is none other than Sara! Sara! I call out to her, but my voice is drowned out by the roar of the crowd! Traitor! Murderer! Witch! I knew something was fucking up when I heard the guard mention... killing her own father! None of those words are fit to describe Sara! Damn it! Let me through! Let me through! Shoving people out of the way, I cut through the crowd! But the mob blocked my way and I don't quite manage! Hey you! I grab an elderly man beside me and pull him in by the lapel. My arm accidentally gets burned by some sparks from his torch, but I don't give a crap about that! Answer me! What on earth is this?
我々の手で裁きを下すのだ。ガーランド枢機卿を殺した罪のな。
Don't screw with me! You're not saying Sara did it, are you?
サラ・ガーランドはアバロンと繋がっていたんだ。5年前もアバロンの手先として教会の転覆を図っていた。
You're wrong! My cat's giving the chicken meat. Sorry. I'm sorry, little buddy. What? Sara did have ties to Avalon, but her goal wasn't to overthrow the church.
その後も日頃から食料庫に侵入を繰り返し、配給用の食料を盗み出していたそうだ。配給制を崩壊させるために。
You're wrong. Sara only did that to give a share of food to the starving children.
そしてその事実を隠蔽するため、札なしどもと手を組んでガーランド枢機卿を殺した。
You're wrong. Sara was in the plaza at the time when we heard a gunshot. She was with us.
実行犯はセツナという男だ。サラ・ガーランドはセツナを手引きして教会に招き入れた。
You're wrong. Setsuna died 5 years ago. He was killed by the church, no less.
聖典にあった通りだ。セツナをたぶらかし、アバロンへと導いた魔女、サラ・ガーランドは魔女の生まれ変わりだったんだ。
The witch? Yeah? And you think there's proof? The elderly man lets out a strangled yelp, and his gift is directed at my collar. Crap.
セツナだ！セツナがいたぞ！
I hastily let go of him, but it's already too late. No sooner do I notice the human tidal wave roll in. I'm completely surrounded by guards. The muzzles of countless guns render me immobile. One of the guards among them approaches, keeping his gun trained on me. It's a face I know well, Captain Harris. Why has it come to this, Setsuna-kun? I can easily imagine him saying something cool like that, going by his expression. Hey Sara, I came to rescue you.
言動がまるで一致していないようにお見受けしますが。
Well, I am a little bit tied up. It's true that I came to save you. I'm just a little tied up, that's all.
ダメじゃないですか。
I'm sorry. But our arms are tightly bound and our feet left dangling. Crowds gather around, torches in hand. Even the gun-toting guards are staring at us excitedly. The stench of kerosene is wafting up from the stack of firewood at our feet. Their plan is to burn us to death, most likely. Like witches. Truth be told, we need a miracle to get us out of this. If only there's a narrow way to escape. There's still time. We have to clear up misunderstandings, Sara.
無駄ですよ。
That's not true. I'm sure they do just understand if we
無
just...
駄なんですよ、刹那さん。
There isn't a hint of anger in her voice. But you didn't kill your father, right?
誰も事実になんて興味ありませんよ。私が犯人であれば都合がいい。それだけです。
What do you
ご覧
mean?
ください。ここに集まっている人々を。
A duo seems strict and scans the area. Scan the area. I find that the only people within sight are the elderly, looking up and hurling with insults at us. Why are they all so old?
かつてのアイランドは今とは比べ物にならないほど貧困にあえいでいたそうです。しかし父の代で配給制が敷かれたことでようやく安定した生活が保障されるようになりました。
In other words, this is the generation that has benefited from it up until now?
はい。そして同時に
Sarah's voice lowers a
子
fraction.
供たちへの認識票の発行停止を求めてきた世代でもあります。
What?
父はそんな彼らの声に応えました。ただし、決して彼らの言いなりになったわけではありません。認識票の発行を取りやめたのは彼らのためではなく、限りある食料を温存し、未来へとつなぐためです。その代償として、若い世代からの支持を失うことになりましたが。
And that's precisely why Sarah's presence is so important. The church has barely managed to hold onto the younger generation with Sara as a go-between. Nirvan mentioned it before. The island would fall to ruin if anything were to happen to Sara. The same could also be said if her father were to die. It's impossible for Sara to govern the island on her own.
首謀者はおそらく大司教のうちの誰かでしょう。ここにいる彼らもうすうすは気づいているはずです。
Do you have an idea of who the real criminal is?
で
Then...
すが彼らにとって事実を追求して教会が内側から瓦解してしまうのは都合が悪いんです。彼らは父が確立した配給制に依存しきっていますから。なので父のやり方に反発した私の仕業ということにしたいのでしょう。もはや教会にとってお荷物でしかない私の。これでお分かりいただけましたでしょうか。彼らの説得は不可能だということを。
Sorry, I don't get this at all. They would turn their backs on the truth in front of them to protect their own interests? I don't get how anyone could think like that rationally. Not at all. But I do know one thing. What it boils down to is that you're fine with them making you their scapegoat?
一言で言えばそういうことです。
So Sara is content to have the crimes pinned on her in order to protect the island and everything her father had built. And would you mind taking the blame for something else as well? All around are withered old pensioners spouting profanities at us. Hey Rinne, did you mean to say these rich people are worth saving too? I don't think they are. People like them should simply be cursed. Yeah, it's true. It's just as you people say. Sarah Garland! The woman before you is a witch!
刹那さん、何を？
Kill Sara, and the vicious curse shall be cast upon you. Your sons and your sons to come will be cursed for all eternity. Do you still want to kill her now? Huh? Answer me! At the end of the day, these people are just trying to make Sara the villain to save their own skin. They're not prepared to kill her.
惑わされるな。この女にそんな力はない。そうだそうだ、証拠を見せろ、証拠。
What? They're asking for proof at a time like this? They're the ones that sprung her up without any proof of their own. The evidence you seek is right before you. See that stone coffin over there? The stone coffin that sealed the witch away long ago. The Pandora's box, which must never be opened. Open it and see. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's empty inside. Because the witch is right here. The old folk who'd been so pumped with energy now look quizzically at each other. Your face is half doubtful, half scared. What's wrong? You loud can kill a girl, but you're scared to look at the witch's corpse.
せつなさん、そんな風に煽って本当に開けられてしまったら。
Don't worry, Sara. There's never been anything inside. I think. If it turns out there is something in there, I'll apologize when we reach the other side. A few strong seniors gather around the casket and put their hands on the lid. Which? No way something like that exists. A coffin which must never be opened? Surely that's just an excuse by our forebears to hide the fact that it's empty to begin with.
開くぞ
The lid falls to the ground with a heavy thud. One of the elders illuminates the inside of the sarcophagus with his torch. See? It's empty.
知ってらしたのですか？
Nah, just had a feeling. I want to believe I'm capable of that. It's a power to see what others can't. A power that surpasses human knowledge. But no such thing exists. I wasn't able to find what I was looking for in this world. All I've seen are foolish people, only capable of repeating the same actions over and over. The witch has been resurrected! It's Sara Garland! That's right, you can't be tricked, time after time. A curse will befall the one who kills Sara! The curse of death! That's why they'll continue to suffer. For eternity. So who wants to die first? Is it you? Or you? Hey, Rinne. This world is beyond saving. There's no hope for it. In that case, there's one thing a guy as selfless as me can do. And that's to try my best to save the person beside me.
何をしている殺せ魔女が災いをもたらす前にアイランドを守るのだ
One of the men brandishes his torch and barks orders. He's wearing robes. Is he part of the church? His terrified tone of a voice seems to have the opposite effect, however. The crowds rush out of the plaza like a crashing wave.
おい早くこの騒ぎを鎮め
The man gets jostled around by the waves, his feet in a tangle. The next moment... He drops his torch and is swallowed by its flames, suddenly turned to a burning effigy.
ハンセン大司教
You know him?
父の古い友人で
But Sara's reply is cut short.
私はただアイランドを
Seemingly possessed by some specter, the man extends his arm towards Sara. His burning arm engulfed in flames.
サラお前とその男からアイランドを
Sara twists her body in an effort to escape his reach. But before he can touch her,
守るために
he plops to the ground, his strength depleted. A friend, huh? Doesn't look much like one now, does he? Whatever, he's dead now. And the dead don't speak. All traces of him disappear before I know it. And the square falls quiet once more. My arms are going numb. Now, how should I deal with this? I instinctively glance down at our feet. The burning man has spread the flames to the sack of firewood beneath. Oh god damn it, you could have fallen somewhere else. The wood splits open with a loud crack, and the pyro lurches to one side. Sara contorts herself to avoid the fire. It is a meaningless struggle. The blaze burns even stronger, its flames licking the wooden surface as it climbs upward. Hot air and smoke fills my lungs. I can't even breathe anymore. Crack, crack, crack. That apple sound is getting more frequent. The sound of the heat penetrating the timber. Sara, kick as hard as you can. It's going to collapse.
でもそんなことしたら
Tossing ourselves into the fire is better than slowly burning alive.
わかりました
Right. Let's kick on 3, 1, 2. The stick leans over even more, lowering us down. Again. 1, 2. The flying embers tear out clothes, hair, and skin. Bit more to go. 1, 2. I swing away to slam against the pillar. Gravity frees us in an instant. It's strange, but my eyes are seeing things around me in slow motion. The burning stake cleaved in half and spitting through the air. Sara and I, tumbling perpetually downward. The sea of flames below, waiting hungrily for us to fall into its red gaping mouth. After that, my mind is emptied of all thought. Sara! I untangled myself from the loosened rope and cradled Sara in my arms. Then, as I bent forward, fearing heat or pain, I don't know which, shoots along my spine, causing my mind to go blank. Not now. I can't go out cold yet. Not until I manage to keep her safe to the end.
Setsuna-san.
Sara! You're okay! Leave your apologies for later. Let's get out of here first. The whole area is set ablaze. We'll be roasted alive if we don't make a quick escape.
いいえ、私のことはどうかお気になさらずに。
Sara? What on earth are you? What? What is this? It's okay. I'll do something about this right away. No! However, I can't find the strength to move for some reason. Perhaps because I was struck on the back.
いいんです、せつなさん。これが私の宿命だったんです。
Destiny?
人は同じ過ちを繰り返しているんです。それはきっとこれからも変わらないでしょう。私がいなくなったこの世界でも。
Cut that crap! This isn't some destiny or whatever. I'm not going to let you die. You told me, remember? You said you stayed at your church because you believed there was something you could change. So why are you fine with dying
魔女の
here?
私が生き延びたところで何ができるというのでしょうか。
Get a hold of yourself, you're no witch. You're Sara Garland, a normal
ただの
person.
人間じゃダメなんですよ。
What?
聖典に残されているサラの伝説をご存知ですか。
Now's not the time to
か
be.
つて魔女のそしりを受けた幼いサラは古い礼拝堂に立てこもり自らの身に火をつけたそうです。
The fire creeps closer by Sarah's feet.
炎は一晩中燃え続け礼拝堂は焼け落ちました。
The red hot flames continued to defile her pure white
し
robes.
かしサラは死にませんでした。
It goes further and further, swallowing her body whole.
サラは奇跡によって復活し身の潔白を証明したのです。
That's a lie. There was no miracle. Nothing that good exists in real life.
私はサラにはなれませんでした。誰かを救う力も導く力もありませんでした。
You're wrong. You're wrong, Sara. You're the Sara of legend was just a normal person. I doubt she was anything more than your average girl. One who worries about how helpless she is. The same as you. You're Sara. At least to me. Her role in the scriptures is that of a prophet. Sara was assigned to Setsuna by God. I guided him to the holy land of Babylon.
私はあなたを導けましたでしょうか。私の言葉はあなたの救いになれましたでしょうか。
Yeah, of course. You saved me. You reached out a helping hand when my color was about to be taken away. You guided me well. As someone who lost a lover and carried on regardless. Looking for something you could do. You showed me the way.
よかった。
Sara, her eyes slowly drop. It's almost like she's falling asleep.
せつなさん。
Yeah, what is it? I bring my fist to her lips. It's almost like we're about to share a
アイ
kiss.
ランドを、この世界を、よろしくお願いします。
Sara. Those were her dying words. Sara Garland. The girl who loved the island more than anybody else. Drew her last breath in my arms. The arms of the person who despises it the most. Ah! I wonder whose ears my sky-piercing crown managed to reach. And if it was neighbors, I'm sorry. And that was not my loudest scream. I'm reluctant. Everyone's out! I'm still reluctant though. I wonder if there's any point in mourning the dead in this godless world. I don't know anything at all. But then, why? Why is this so heart-wrenching? Now we're